spring training, and you hope you get to perform them under the game. They're challenging that, in my opinion.
It's a run off the board. Second double tonight for Goldschmidt. Big rip and a miss.
Talking to himself there, telling him.
On the ground. Snared Arenado from a knee. On Arenado. Nobody better.
Got a highlight reel for his career, but this right here, the presence and the. I mean,
this year, I feel very comfortable saying this.
The surface is the same, and every field has. It just doesn't matter where he plays. And
of all 10 seasons in the big leagues,
for the defensive side, he probably gets as much out of that that.
Now, best defense. Still 1-2.
And you know what's interesting, the swing and miss type guys in their rotation, so their defense is that much more important. Starting rotation on the lower tier of strikeouts because their bullpen has some flame.
Possibly can triple digits. 2-2.
Some of the combinations will come with a changeup right off that fastball.
His Yankees debut tomorrow. Nestor Cortez Jr., an all-star, and come mid-September.
Rated as they were trying to figure out the pitch com. I believe it's already happened.
There's the changeup.
A chase off the
for this changeup. See how it comes off the. It's called the OK change. In rate of a fastball, but just doesn't get there. Never could throw it.
First pitch strike.
Speed off of it to have any kind of effectiveness.
Well, you did pretty all right without him. An appeal to the school basketball team?
No, not at all. Although Maddox City could dunk, I have no belief in that whatsoever.
Above the ice, if nothing else. At the knees. Carpenter of old this year, and then some, really.
Well, it is amazing, and people going to work and getting that feel mechanically. You lose mechanics, you lose feel. Talk about feel. Latter part of his career.
Home run every 8 at bats. Dugout in Rizzo and Judge. Seager and Alvarez to right field. Newbar. They run. He leads off the bottom of the 4th with the ground ball smothered. A throw to Falefa handles it.
A little taste of his own medicine there.
Intriguing player when you look at how he came up with Texas. Yeah, O'Neal Cruz thrown ball by an infielder. Had the hardest hit ball. They surpassed Tatis for the hardest thrown infield ball in the StatCast era. I mean, he's a stat.
Speaking of pretty jacked.
Apple doesn't fall far from knife. That's the top bodybuilder. Here comes the payoff. Rips through a fastball for out number 2.
Yeah.
Worth something. Yeah, photo there. It might not have been circulated greatly, but hey, he was on the cover. Newbar finds his counter.
But you need everything working in your favor to deliver a pitch.
Faces Aaron Hicks to lead off the top of the 5th for New York.
Still kind of thinking about it. It looks like he's trying to be as ginger as he can.
Foul ground. Oh, that was by far the slowest pitch tonight.
Breaking ball, but
right back up the middle, snared on a hop. Gorman from the outfield.
Just trying to get through 5 innings. And no matter what, this will be his last inning. Just trying to guess ahead of what.
There is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He's batting over 3. That's the longest hit streak by a Yankee this year. Chop off the plate. Arenado waits for it. Halfway to second, makes the play.
There's all kinds of things that you can get out of a pitching performance, especially when you're making your day and hurt something else. But if it kicks in a mechanical cue, see when you're trying to sink the ball and you're not trying to blow the ball by everybody. But you can tell those two right there have lines of either, okay, he's good, or we better do something different.
The 0-2.
Yeah, that's my first, just like I'm sure everyone in Colorado trains differently. And when you're a visitor and you go to Colorado, I mean, 30 years ago, we 9 innings, and so you definitely try to have short innings when it's.
Another ground ball out. 9 of them in. Here, Donaldson, right by the shoelaces. I mean, that looked. Strike. I mean, he was real mean.
Yeah. He was mean in batting practice.
Gibson looked when he was up on the mound. Well, the all-timers.
He's pitched angry and dominant he was. Some bad pitches early and really got away with it. And only gave up 1 run. He's been.
Strike 1.
100 miles an hour. Versus this style of pitching, which, you know, is refreshing for a change.
Oakland A. 2 outs, 2 strikes. A weak wave and a miss.
And John, as we just saw with the standings, although both teams are in a good position right now, this is no time to let up for either side.
Chances of going to the World Series are greater. If you're the Cardinals, you just want to guarantee a series. You don't care which it is.
Park tonight, we very well might be looking at the most valuable player of each league. 2 guys great.
On the other side, Paul Goldschmidt has been a monster, a silent monster, because that's the.
How about the Cardinals starting pitcher tonight? Maybe the most surprising deal at the. And tonight he makes his Cardinals debut against his former team. We'll hear more.
Starting pitcher traded at the deadline. We can see his numbers: 21 starts, a 3.69.
What his other confines at Yankee Stadium. So there's the breakdown. Sinker, changeup, curve.